Recently I found myself in the wild west of Arizona, where I was finally ticking off a trip I've been meaning to do for a long time. Camping inside the Grand Canyon. This was an overwhelming experience, and I'm going to share with you my journey from rim to rim of the most iconic canyon in the world. I think what makes this extra special is that we took a 700-mile trek from Mexico to be here. It definitely felt a lot more meaningful after walking into the national park with what we had on our backs and embarking on such a long adventure to get here. This is the Grand Canyon, where natives have lived, people have gone missing, and even lives taken by this mysterious hole in the ground. Hello, I'm Becky and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be camping in the Grand Canyon, which is something that I didn't think I'd be saying for a long time. It is an epic feeling to be witnessing the Grand Canyon today. I've been walking for nearly 2 months now on the Arizona Trail, which is 800 miles from Mexico to Utah. And this is one of the big landmarks before reaching the finish. I've got a big heavy pack that's full of food. I've got about 6 days worth, and I'm going to be heading into the canyon for 2 nights and walking rim to rim. So I cannot wait. I was beyond happy to finally be visiting this landmark after such a long journey across the desert to be here. It sure didn't disappoint, and in truth, it was pretty overwhelming, letting all this beauty sink in. You really can't tame this landscape, even in your mind, and that's why it feels so powerful, yet so daunting, as you admire it from above. Well, hello, good morning. We have just started the descent into the canyon from the south rim, and oh my word, that was absolutely incredible. So I cannot believe how beautiful the canyon is. It's actually our first time here ever, and actually in the States, so it's overwhelmingly beautiful, and just how vast it is, the amount of space and the beautiful rocks. They're just so intricate. So yeah, it is pretty incredible, and I cannot wait to do the hike into the canyon and camp here tonight. We've got 2 nights here that we have got permits for. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot believe we're here. The canyon filled me with questions. How was this place made? What formed these rocks? How did the natives traverse this land and navigate it so well? It makes you realise there's plenty more magic than we let on this earth. So we are now 3.5 miles into the canyon, and it just keeps going and going and going. You can currently see the Colorado River at the base of the canyon, which is pretty epic, but it is extremely hot, so we're looking forward to getting to the river. There's a few other hikers there that are doing the AZT and probably go for a bit of a dip. But yeah, it is something else, and it is a really special place, especially when you read about the history and how it was first founded by the natives, and all of that really cool culture and history comes with this place. It's pretty spectacular. People have been exploring this canyon for roughly 4,000 years, perhaps longer, as evidence suggests natives explored and found home in this sacred place. Since then, paths have been built, bridges constructed, as well as other man-made structures to support the tourists that come all over the world to visit the canyon, changing this place forever. Good evening. We are now in the base of the canyon and we went to the Colorado River, had a nice swim. It was freezing but super refreshing, and then we stopped at an old ranch that used to be here, Phantom Ranch, for some lemon juice. Spoke to another hiker and just chilled out because we are about to go pretty high, well 800 feet from where we are now, but it's in the direct sunlight and there's no shelter. It's pretty exposed up there, so we've been avoiding the heat, as I think it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty extreme, especially for us Brits. So we avoided the heat of the day and we're heading off now. Just soaked our shirts in the river and just drunk a load of water and got prepared because this is going to be extremely hot, I feel. It's weird now because obviously you're in the Grand Canyon, so it was busy on the way down on the descent from the South Rim, but now it's completely dead, like there's no one here, so it feels like a completely different place. Pretty special, and the light is absolutely beautiful. Good evening. We have just got to our spot. I'm looking a bit haggard. Yeah, that was a pretty brutal climb. We were expecting a 2-mile detour to get to here and 800 feet of climbing, but we are literally in line with halfway of South Rim. So yeah, it was a pretty brutal climb to get up here. Really hot as well, and we've just got here in good time as the sun is just setting over there, so the canyon itself is going to lose light. I'm just trying to rearrange this so the wind doesn't annoy the audio, but it is absolutely beautiful. It was really worth the walk here. Just got a full display of the canyon. We're thinking of cowboy camping tonight, which will be epic, especially if we get some nice stars. This is something else, and we truly realise why it is called the Grand Canyon. Tonight we are on Idaho Instant Mash. The wind's still in the background lingering, so we're deciding whether to set up the tent or cowboy because of that. But yeah, Instant Mash, tuna and cheese. Pretty good meal. We've been living off this for weeks now and it doesn't disappoint. But yeah, good stuff. Trail fish pie at its finest. me repeat that. I have just woken up in the Grand Canyon. It is just so overwhelming. There's just so much space, and the colours. There's just so many variations of colours, and it's just so beautiful. So we are just leaving our beautiful camp spot. We've just been chilling all morning and exploring just the surroundings, which has been really lovely. It's been nice to take a chilled morning because usually we're straight up and straight out hiking to avoid this heat, but it is so hot. It is extremely hot. Just when you go to take a drink, your water's like lukewarm and there's no shelter, as you can see. And once we get back to the base of the canyon, there's a creek, so we can go for a little bit of a dip and get some drinking water as we're nearly out. Today we're heading to a campground called Cottonwood, and they have a bit more facilities in here, and we'll be around a few more people because it's on the main track from rim to rim, and it's a lot more well known than this. Luckily we got this all to ourselves last night, which was pretty bliss. So it'll be a bit of a culture shock today, I think, but I'm looking forward to maybe a bit more shade. And there's also an oasis en route today, which is going to feel lovely. But yeah, it's a real cool place, this, and I just feel so fortunate to be able to spend 2 nights before we hit the North Rim again and continue our walk north to Utah. And this is just a brilliant way to end such an epic journey. For the past 2 months, we've been hiking pretty much every day while sleeping in a tent and resupplying on instant noodles and Idaho mash, forming a very simple routine whilst covering some serious terrain. It felt very strange that what seemed like a new way of life for us was slowly coming to an end. It became normality to hike 20 plus miles a day, refill our water from cow ponds, and eat out of a titanium pot each night. The canyon with all its beauty gave me a nice bit of time to reflect, but stunned me back into its presence with awe. We took a short detour to this waterfall, which was a really peaceful spot. I was so shocked how unique it was, with its gorgeous sandstone cliffs, the incredible dome of stalagmite, and the mineral-rich, crystal-clear water running from above. This was a really special place for me, and I cleansed myself in its water. For the Zuni people, this is a sacred site, and they believe it's the place their ancestors emerged from the earth, which is truly fascinating. We have now made it to Cottonwood Campground. It's been one challenging day. The heat has been relentless, but we've managed to stop in most water sources just to cool off a little bit and bear the heat a little bit more. But yeah, we made it to Cottonwood, and then tomorrow we're going to be pushing out of the canyon onto North Rim, which is pretty exciting, and that's the final leg, like the home straight of the AZT. We cooked our dinner on our gas stoves, reflected on the incredible day in the canyon, before studying our route for the following day, up and out via the North Rim, which was over 8,000 feet. It was an early night for us, and an even earlier start. So we are just starting the climb to the North Rim. It's 7 miles long and it is very windy. This is extremely steep, but once we get onto that North Rim, it's pretty much plain sailing until the finish now to Utah. I'm just appreciating these final moments in the Grand Canyon because it has been absolutely amazing. Right, so we are now a mile away from the top of the North Rim. It has been one hell of a climb. The views have been outstanding, and this rock of the North Rim is probably the most beautiful rock I've ever seen in my life. It's got these streaks of colour just running through it, and it looks amazing. We're now reaching the pine trees, which feels great considering the heat of the sun is nearly unbearable. And I just got to this viewpoint here and I can see Mount Humphreys, which is the mountain that is close to Flagstaff, where we got dumped on with a load of snow. So you just realise how far you're walking, all by human power, all by our own feet. Our experience of the Grand Canyon was beyond special. Now we headed north to Utah to resume our journey and finish what we started, our trek across Arizona.